Hello, welcome to the first video of No Soap January. Well, it's not the first video because I released Lemongrass and Persian Lime 2 for you the other day, but it's the first one in this series, so I over-explain everything, don't I? Anyway, we're making bath bombs in bag. I don't like making bath bombs, it's too humid, it's like 100% humidity here for far too much of the time. So I make what I call bath bomb in a bag, which is basically bath bombs without anything that makes it compact together and stay hard like the oils and whatnot. The only liquid in these is the fragrance and the polysorbate. The polysorbate is because I do use a little bit of mica to colour them, and the polysorbate helps that disperse and not stick to the bath. Alright. The recipe in percentages. Oh man, my brain, I swear, if I had a brain I'd be dangerous. The recipe in percentages will be down in the description box. If you can work out a recipe from percentages, you know what you're doing. If you can't work out a recipe from percentages, you need to do more research, because that's part of knowing how to do things, is working out from percentages. So, alright, let's get stuck in. Meanwhile, I've had this on and it's going flat. Oh, I get new scales next week. I'm a bit excited about that. No, I'm a lot excited about that, because, you know, that's what I want. I get sick of dragging in the what was that? Oh, who knows? I get sick of dragging in the candle scales all the time. So, and these things go flat real easy, and I'm sick of buying batteries, so I bought new scales. Okay, citric acid, no, sodium bicarbonate. Bicarb, as it's most commonly known by, is in first. I'm putting everything through the sieve purely because it's just easier to get the lumps out. That's not dirty, that's stained. And I use it for bath bombs, so I'm just going to get a bit of this out, make some room. I would suggest when you make bath bombs to wear a mask. Oh, it tastes very salty. It won't hurt you to breathe in bisodium carbonate. Bisodium carbonate is what I just said, didn't I? It won't hurt you, probably, I don't actually know, to breathe in those fumes, but I do not recommend it. Okay, so next up is our citric acid. And actually, you know what we might do? We might do this arse about, just because there's less chance of a reaction, and it's very humid today. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the salt in next, which is just regular sea salt, and I've spilled it all over the bench. I can't actually see that, it's so annoying because it's had wax and whatnot on it. Alright, so those two are done. Alright, so what we will do is we will just give this a bit of a sieve, however you like to pronounce it, is up to you. I don't know what the correct pronunciation is, I also do not care. I usually wear double gloves and a mask when I do these. I like a full-on mask, not just a little dust mask. I actually wear a proper respirator because it bothers me. So, alright, we're going to leave that on, because what we're going to do here in just a moment is we'll mix up the natrasorb. I'll just put you over there so you don't fall off the bench and all over the floor, which would be awesome. not. Natrasorb is an amazing thing. It holds like stupid amounts of its own weight. Now I can see it. That's better. Just needs the right angle of light on it for me to be able to see it. But yeah, I've spilled all sorts of things on that display. Alright. But yes, it's a modified tapioca starch, and it's used to hold liquids. And what it does is, when you put the liquid in, it doesn't get really wet, so you can then put it in your bath bombs without it setting off your bath bombs, which is a brilliant idea. Now this is this polysorbate, which we need to go up to... Yep, that's right. Apparently my brain is not completely functioning. Now here you go. This is really interesting. I'm making a Redskins one. This is the only fragrance I have ever seen do this to this extent before. Look at it. It's insane. It's crystallized. It comes off. It's just... You'll sometimes see in winter, you will find... What's that? 4, 8. You'll find some fragrances will get little crystals floating around in the bottom of them. Particularly ones with vanilla in them, but that does it all the time. I don't use the Redskins from Eroma. I actually use Sun Ripened Berry because I feel like it smells more like Redskins than the new one that they've actually called Redskins. Now I mix this with a spoon because I can't stand the smell of it. It is better to mix it with your hands, but yeah, it feels like cotton wool balls to me, and I really dislike the feel of cotton wool. It has that sort of I can't even describe it. It's just horrible. It's cotton wool balls for me is like fingernails down a chalkboard. It just sets my teeth on edge. But as you can see, that was light and fluffy, and now it's beginning to look kind of like a wet, I'd say sand, but it doesn't have texture. But that's kind of the consistency that it goes. So like if you push it up against the side there, you can see it sort of holds its shape. It's pretty much what you would want your bath bomb texture to look like if you were actually making proper hard bath bombs. yeah, no, it would be too, yeah, because yeah, holds its shape, but it also will break apart. So, but yes, I don't mix this with my hands because, like I said, I can't stand the feel of it, but I always give it a good mix and never have a problem with it. So, alrighty. Now we're gonna get, before we do that, what I'm going to do, because I love making my gloves go crazy, just gonna chuck in some glitters. I always put lots of glitter in my bath bombs. That's Rainbow Dreams. Do I need to tell you where my glitters come from? Oh, I don't think I do. This is Blizzard. But I'll tell you anyway. They come from my Mica Obsession. I actually ordered more glitter this time for a change. I'm using French Rose. Is it French Rose? Yep. French Rose in here. I probably put way too much in just then. That was probably more than I needed. Because what will happen is, I'll just give this a light mix. Can you see all the glitter? It goes crazy. I opened the top half of the window just there. I have a window next to me, so I always open the top half to try and let the hot air out. And all the screen at night time, you can see, is just covered in glitter, because when the air sucks out, all the glitter gets stuck on the screen. Pretty awesome. Alright, because I don't consider Redskins to be red, they're kind of a pinky red, that's why I use the French Rose. And it's also why for colouring the water I don't just use Scarlet. I always chuck in a big slow down, think about what you're saying. Let me try that again. I won't even edit this out because I just couldn't be bothered. I use scarlet and this amaranth, which actually goes pink. It goes this colour in the bathtub. It's amazing. But the last time I put in an order, the last 2 times I put in an order from my Mica Obsession, it was out of stock, and I have got like this tiny little bit left in the bottom. Amanda, I need more. I suppose I could buy it from somewhere else, but I don't want to. I know her stuff. I know it works. So I don't put a lot in. I put, that's probably a little bit more than I normally put in. Usually half a whatever that is. Half a quarter, so an 1/8 of a teaspoon. Half a quarter. Oh, rightio. And what I'm doing is I'm cleaning my spoon. So, like, I'll still wash it up, but that takes all the dye off of it and puts it in here. Now I mix this fairly thoroughly with my fingers, because when you find that there's lumps like this, when you break them up, there's actually a lot of colour in there. So I try and go through with this and get as many of these lumps out as humanly possible, or until I get bored, usually the latter. But yeah, you can see that there's a lot of colour comes out if you just rub those little critters between your fingers. This is also not fully mixed. I've noticed there's some, watch this one, look how much there is in this one. There's still a bit of white in the bottom here, so but by doing this before you put the wet stuff in, it's easier to get all the little lumps, because it's all just still a dry mix. It is, I probably should have done it before the glitter. I always forget and put the glitter in first, because glitter excites me. I love glitter. And end up with lung cancer, and they're going to say, oh yeah, your lungs are full of glitter. That's so morbid. I probably should edit that out. I'm not going to, because you guys wouldn't expect anything else from me, so I'm going to start being different. Like, I watch videos like Keely at Soy and Shay. She does these videos, and she's, you know, she explains things, and she has this real calm voice, and she doesn't babble on, and I mean, she talks about stuff, but she doesn't babble on like I do. And I think, oh, I should be more like that. And then I watch like Katie over at Royalty Soaps, and I think, oh, you know, you should get these little things come up in the bottom of the screen that explain stuff, and you know, I should do that. Now, you know, no, I'm not going to, because it's not me. And Christ almighty, I spend enough time editing as it is, thank you very much. Videos take me longer to edit than they do to make. Because I will stand here and do this will probably take me, it's already 13 minutes and 33 seconds. But this will probably take 20 minutes to make, right? But then I have to then transfer it from the laptop to the to the PC, which I do over the network connection. And that will take a little bit, a couple of minutes. And then I'll have to put it into Corel Video Studio or whatever it's called, and then up the volume and put the little overlay down, I don't know, directions down there, and then I will have to take it from there into Movie Maker, because I like to do my final edits in Movie Maker, because I know how to work with it and it's easy. And then yeah, then I have to sit there and watch the whole video, cut out bits that are not relevant, which is usually just me babbling on. And then yeah, and then upload it, which will take me, you know, anywhere from an hour to 3 hours. So it definitely, the making of videos is the easy part. It's all the other stuff that comes with them. Alrighty, now you can see that's not very pink, right? It probably looks pinker on the screen. There we go, that's probably a better shot of it. This is more a true colour here. It's only fairly white. When I put this in, this will change the colour of it. And what will happen is, because there's liquid in here, it will activate the dyes a little bit and it will bring out some of the colour, which is perfectly fine. You'll still get beautifully coloured water, but it's, you know, when the first couple of times when I did it, I was like, what the bloody hell happened here? And then I figured it out. So, and it's good too, because it means you don't have to put a lot of mica in there. I just tend to put mica in for not necessarily label appeal, but I'm looking around trying to find you something. For like that. See how pink that is? Yeah. That was because I put mica in it as well. So we'll do this way so you can see. I'll stand over here. All I'm doing is just mixing my hands around and around and around in here just to get it incorporated. And I can feel the consistency beginning to change a little bit. It's getting thicker. Don't let me forget to put citric acid in, because that would be really stupid. But you can see now that it's darker and pinker. And that's, like I said, that's because of the moisture. Alright, so while I'm remembering, let's put the citric in there right this very second. Turn that around and it's got light across it. See, this is what's buggered, is this display. Okie dokie. And we need how much? That's how much. Oh crap. Actually, I'm going to use that because it is a little bit lumpy. Everything's in the way. You could just do that, you dickhead. Oh, seriously. I told you, about brain will be dangerous. Wait. Alright. And like, see, one good tip to know about bath bombs, wait, we can actually take that off there now, is the ratio of citric to bicarb is always half. So it doesn't matter if you're doing a 1 kilo batch or a 7 kilo batch, or, you know, a 200 gram batch. It should always, citric acid should always be half. And now she's gone silent. See, I can shut up. It's really, I mean, because this all just dissolves in the water anyway, it's really not necessary to put it through the sieve, but I always sound so posh when I say that. The sieve, I don't know, I just feel like sieve would be spelt differently. It would be S-I-V-E, wouldn't it? If it was sieve, it's a sieve, because it's got an E in it. Yes, but anyway, it's not necessarity, okay, apparently English is not necessarity around here. It's not necessarily, I can't say it. It's not necessary to do it, but I like just that there's no lumps in it anywhere. It's just, feel like it looks nicer. It smells amazing, I can tell you that. It smells like bloody Redskins. I'm going to have to go down the servo. My youngest, I think I've told you guys this before, he often says I'm like a stoner, because I'm so forgetful and I'm always going down the servo for munchies. I really don't get down the servo for munchies a lot. Just because I usually can't afford them, but the only thing sweet I have in the house at the moment is Fruit Loops. So there's a neighbour across the road. She's lovely, I like her. She waves at me, yells at me, talks to me. She's cool, I like her. Come and saw me at the markets. oh yeah, bye, I've seen you do this and I've seen you do that. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And this is why I usually wear a mask, because the smells get a bit much for me sometimes. I have that's some terrible reversing there, love. I have chronic sinusitis and I get a bit of asthma sometimes. Alright, on to the bagging. What I'm going to do is, this glove now has a lot of pink on it, so I'm just replacing that one. See how hot it is? Look at it, that's so disgusting, isn't it? Ugh. It's just gross. Oh my god, I'm so glittery. Right, now I know that these bags weigh about 7 grams. Alright. So I'm golden when it comes to filling them up, because I just fill them up and make them at least 207, and I know they're good enough in them. Because it's just stupid to tear out the bags, because it's an idiot. I'm not an idiot, it's an idiot. I'm not an idiot. Don't be silly. Wait, I do that all the time. When you hold this, it creates this little ramp here. So if you've got this here and you accidentally shoot a bit over the top, it just goes flying down there. So fill up over your bowl, people. Don't be messy like me. Oh, speaking of messy, see, that's someone who, I don't want to say she's not professional because she might come and smack me. Which would be good though, because I get to meet her. But Kenny over at Royal Appleberry, she's not professional with her videos. She makes videos that are just fun and easy and light and breezy to watch. She has a chat, you know, and I like her videos because her videos are her, if that makes any, does that make any sense? Like, you know when you're watching Kenny's videos, this is too pink. That's way too pink. It should have had a little bit more red in it. Doesn't matter. Whatever. People buy them. Yeah, when you're watching one of Kenny's videos, you know that you're getting genuine Kenny. Now, that's not to say that Katie and Keely are not genuine, but I feel like if you want to watch a more professional, I shouldn't say that because it's just not right. Oh, because I don't think my videos are very professional. Yeah, I feel like if you're wanting to watch a soap making video that here you go, that's a better way to describe it. If you want to watch a video that focuses, see, English skills, not my forte today. Soaping videos that focus more on the soaping and less on the chatting, then you watch Keely and you watch Katie and a multitude of others, but they're Keely, Soy and Shay, Royalty Soaps and Royal Appleberry are the 3 channels that I watch more than anything else. I watch also, what else? Missouri Soap Company, is that what they're called? I watch her sometimes. She's got an interesting voice, I like her voice. But yes, if you want to watch more a video that's more about the soaping and less about the chatter, you watch Katie and Keely. If you want to listen to people talk and laugh and carry on like characters, you watch me and Kenny. I love Kenny, but Kenny's so funny. I'm having a bad day, I'll watch Kenny. Oh, and there's also what's her face, I watch all the time. Yeah. Jen at A&N Suds and Such. Jen's sort of, yeah, I think Jen's sort of more like me and Kenny. She's more sort of chatty, you know, and her kids have been in her videos a lot, so I kind of feel like I know her kids, even though I've never met the woman, but you know. That's kind of how it goes watching people's videos. I think you feel like you know them if they have more sort of chatty videos like this. And you know, to stay away from people like me, because we never shut up. But everyone who knows me knows that anyway, so there you go. I knew this was going to be a long video. There will have to be some seriously heavy editing going on for this one, because it's already at 25 minutes. I feel like I could probably just delete this bit here for a start. Unless I make some serious stuff up and put crap everywhere, which you guys will get a good laugh out of. And there you have it. All done. Turn you off. Now when I close these, I like to, you can't slide your fingers along these when you've got gloves on, right? So what I do is I close it 3/4 of the way, move it up a little bit, and then that way it'll all fall back down anyway if you don't squeeze enough air out of it. But I just like it so that you can see the glitter. And that's it. That's how I make my bath bombs in a bag. Pretty simple, hey? Nothing too complicated, and it's just, I actually prefer these to actual bath bombs because I have used bath bombs from numerous places that we won't name names of, but you know, big name places, and never found them particularly satisfying because you put it in the bath, it goes off and it's all over. With this, and I didn't come up with this concept, I just found it on Pinterest or somewhere and went, I'm making those. With this idea, you take a spoonful, 4 teaspoonfuls, whatever you want to take, and you put it in your bath and you've got stuff left in your bag. So it's, I just think it's more convenient, more ethical, not ethical, economical is the word I was looking for, because you get more than one out of it. So, you know, and considering the price of bath bombs, you really should be getting more than one out of it. Although, in saying that, I've seen the effort that goes into making some bath bombs too, so, you know, I mean, there's a chick on, I don't even know who she is. She makes the most amazing bath bombs I've ever seen. I'd love to get one. I'll probably get one at some point when I've got a bath again. And I've seen her, she's got clouds and they have rainbows come out of them. They're the most amazing things ever. She is a friggin' genius. Alright, I'm going to go. I'm all sparkly now, so I'm happy. And I will see you guys on Friday for the release of the next old one, which will be Black Raspberry Vanilla 2. And then next Monday we will be back with candle making. Maybe. Possibly. I think. I don't know. No, yes, candle making. I'm just joking. Alright, bye.